to my life. I'm just a New York girl, 50 shades of pink and red.
Yeah, I'm mad because I just recorded a video about this new skincare product that I was using, and usually I've been using my phone, but I used my camera this time, and it's like kind of cut off. It's not really, how I wanted it, but I'm not doing it again because I think it's like 6 or 7 minutes. So I am cooking dinner. I don't know what I'm going to do with Cooper and the puppy because Cooper is bad enough. So, speaking of Cooper, I was like a little upset today. Not even upset, but just like, frustrated because, like I have a few videos on Cooper, about Cooper and bird care and that type of thing on my channel. And I still get comments, anything with animals, on how to and all that stuff, you're going to always get views and people wanting information about it. So there's a video up I have that I comprised of questions that people would always ask me about him. So I think it's at 25,000 views, a little more than that. So I did a video, I answered the questions that people were asking me in the video. I have so many negative comments on that video. Today I got a comment and it just pissed me off. And I'm reading it, and the person's literally telling me what I'm saying is a lie, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and I really need to educate myself, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm really, like, kind of getting pissed off because I know what I'm talking about. Like, everybody thinks that, that they're experts on everything. If I'm talking to you about something that's mine, that I've taken care of, that, I've taken to the vet, that I've done A, B, C, and D, and E, who the hell are you to tell me what I'm doing is wrong or what you think happened? Like, you don't know. You don't live in my household. So the person pretty much made a comment like, the thing that I had said in that video was Cooper's feathers were molting. If you don't know what molting is, it's just the process where, during season change, hormonal change, things like that, the birds lose some of their feathers. So Cooper was losing feathers from his underbody, from the side, and his tail. And let me say this, before I even got Cooper, I did at least a year of research. When I was younger, I had parrots, so I'm familiar with birds. I had birds pretty much all my life, but this is the parrot that I always wanted. And I knew that once I got older and could afford it, I was going to buy one, and I did. So I'm not a impulse buyer when it comes to things like that, like a pet that you have to take care of. I'm an impulse buyer when it comes to clothes and things like that, but not when something is serious, something that I'm gonna have to take care of like for the next 20-30 years. So I did like a whole year's of research. I have books, encyclopedia books on the specific breed. I've spoken to people. I watched tons of videos. Like, I did my homework. So I made an educated purchase. I knew what I was getting into. I knew what to expect, all of that. So around the time when Cooper was molting, I made a video, and I showed Cooper in the video, and I showed people like what your bird will look like if their feathers fall out. And so the person's like, oh, you're making a video about birds picking their feathers, yet your bird's feathers are all picked out and they don't molt. And mind you, malt was spelled wrong. It was spelled like malt, M-A-L-T, like a malt beverage. Like, first of all, you dumb fucks, if you're gonna come for me, you know what I mean? At least spell your words correctly. Don't fucking come for me and your shit is spelled wrong. And the shit was in caps and in parentheses. Really? So, I was talking to one of my friends. I know you're watching this. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name. But, and we were kind of just talking about it, and she's just like, you know, people just fuck with you just to fuck with you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but some people really just think they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they don't. And they don't. And I literally be wanting to punch people in the face. Like, do not tell me, you know, that my bird was picking his feathers. If he was picking his feathers, then I would have said he's picking his feathers. Cooper never had a reason to pick his feathers. He's been so well taken care of. Like, I got him literally when he was like a few months old. He had never been in anybody else's home. Birds pick feathers when they're stressed, when they're sick, when they're bored. He's never had any of those things. He has tons of things to do. He hasn't been stressed. I buy the best quality food you can imagine. He gets a lot of attention. As you guys can see, Cooper is always around me. So I don't neglect my bird. And I know some people may be like, yo, you going too hard for, you know, a comment about your bird. But I take shit seriously when it comes to my animals. Like, I don't like anyone saying, oh, I'm not taking care of my animal. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do as far as an animal. Right, Cool? Right? Tell them. Tell them. Tell them don't be talking about you. They don't know you like that. But anyway, yeah, so I was a little, you know, a little riled up for a little minute after I read the person's comment. And I actually left the comment 6 days ago and I didn't see it. But somebody else made a comment, and now you know how YouTube groups your comments that you get on a video. So I was like, oh, I missed this comment. And somebody else left another comment asking me, how do you prevent your birds from pooping on the floor? And you really can't unless you buy a diaper. But Cooper never let me put a diaper on him. He always ripped it off. But yeah, so I was just like, really? Like, you're gonna tell me my bird's been picking his feathers? Like, do you live in my household? Are you like in my window watching my bird? Like, he was molting. He went to the vet actually that same week, I believe, and had a clean bill of health. And that was one of my concerns, because I was like, oh, how long does it take for their feathers to grow back? And you know, during the time that they're molting, you have to increase like the vitamins and fresh fruit and fresh vegetables in their diet, so they're getting more nutrients, because it's a very rough time for them when they're shedding feathers. It takes a lot for them to grow their feathers back. So I take very good care of my pets, okay? So there you go. But I don't know, you know, I decided to talk about that because I was just thinking about it. Cooper's like staring at me like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about you. I just want you. Something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, the whole Beyonce and Jay-Z thing. Okay, so I did the video. I gave my opinion, my initial reaction to what we saw in the elevator, and every day since then there has been new information. There's been jokes, there's been parody videos. It's just a mess. Now I'm starting to think that it was bullshit, because they did release a statement, like I said, and their statement was very general and just pretty much said, you know, everybody has problems, but they're working it out as a family and they're all united and blah, blah, blah. But Jay-Z and Beyonce is about to go on this tour, on the Run tour, and they just released a movie trailer called Run, and it was pretty dope, but it says Coming Never, so I don't know if that's like a movie intro to their tour, like to get people hyped up. But I don't know, y'all. I just feel like maybe all that shit was bullshit. Maybe it wasn't real. Maybe they just try to get some buzz. Not that they really need to get a buzz, but then again, you never know. I don't know. I'm over it. That's it. Like, you're not gonna hear me talk about it no more. I'm over it. So I will talk to you guys later. Oh, this is the Fergie Fusionista, I think it's called. This Sam sent me in some love mail. Isn't it pretty? And this necklace is a C-Style Designs multi-layer pearl necklace. I don't know if I have any more of these. I have to look, but I absolutely love it. I'll see you guys the next time I pick up the camera to film a clip.